We're up to Pasuk Chof.
Oh,
That's where we're up to.
oh, do we finish? Or we just on to it?
No, we got, I think we, just one second. We're about to start Pasuk Chof. I think we're up to Pasuk Chof.
Oh, I can't find it.
Beginning. Beginning of chapter Yud chapter 13.
Oh, just a minute. Oh, sorry. There is a chapter.
Yeah. Is that in the inside page here? I was late yesterday.
Yeah.
And here. Beshalach 20. Pasuk 20. There we go. Are you assuming sukkahs? Okay?
Right, do you want to read the Hebrew? Shall I read the Hebrew again?
Please, yes. That's the main text.
Vayisu misukot, v'yachadu beitam, and they took their journey from Sukkot,
They travelled from Sukkos,
and they camped in Etham, Big Say, Hamidbar, in the edge of the wilderness.
Right.
Right. Lahanotam haderech, to lead them the way.
Well, you jumped.
Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me.
You
And they took their journey from Sukkot, Vayisu misukot,
Vayom
Vayom HaSheni, on the second day, Shaharei Barishon, on the first day,
Bo me
Ramses
Ramses.
to Sukkot. They came from
Ramses.
to Sukkot.
Right. Everybody had gathered together when they left. Everybody came together at one meeting point. All the Jewish people on the 15th of Nisan, the day when they left Egypt. They came came to Ramses. Okay, and they travelled from Ramses to Sukkos, right, on the second day. Now it's interesting, this implies that Sukkos was not in Egypt, because Ramses was in Egypt, and this is when they left Egypt, on the first day, was on the 15th of Nisan, that was leaving Egypt, and they came to Sukkos, which was outside Egypt. We'll see. Okay, now, on the second day, they travelled from Sukkos, and they camped at Esam Biktzeh Midbar, on the edge of the wilderness, of the desert. Matt, Pasuk Chof Aleph.
Vahashem? Is that the way you say that?
Yeah, Vashem, yes.
Okay.
Anyways, it's interesting. You want to know an interesting cloud. You say, Marshall, there are 6 letters which act as we call it. What's the right word in English for it? From, to, for.
Prime numbers.
No.
2, 4, 6.
No. The words from, to, for.
Prepositions.
Prepositions, that's the right word. I was thinking pronouns. Prepositions. Right. There's 6 prepositions in Hebrew. Right? And the simonim, actually, we've got a vav as well, that actually reads 7. Okay? But the Maisa, there's a simon, Moshe Motzi v'kolev machnis. And you have as follows. You've got Mem, Shin, Hey, Chof, Lamed, Beis, and Vav as well. Okay? But this, leave aside the Vav. The Vav is always when you have the thing here. So when they go together with the Shem Hashem, you say Moshe Motzi, meaning when you say Mem or Shin or Hey before the Shem Hashem, right? Yud Kei Vav Kei, Adoi, right? So you don't say Madoi, you say Me Adoi. She Adoi. Okay, Hey is the exception to the rule. There's only one time in the whole of Tanakh where you say Hey before the name of Hashem. Ha, it should have said, according to this rule, it says Ha Adoi. The only place in one place in Sefer Yirmiyah, where this is actually in the Haftarah of Tisha B'Av, it says Hashem ein b'tzion. Is there no God in Zion? And actually, so according to this rule, it should say Ha Adoi. But with a Maisa, we don't keep it. It says, we say Hadoi Noi and B'tzion. Okay? But anyway, but then you've got the letters Chof, Lamed, and Beis, which is the letters Kolev, right? When you say, you don't say Ka Adoi, you say Kadoi, Ladoi, Badoi, right? So when you use those the prepositions Chof, Lamed, and Beis, you don't pronounce the Aleph of the Shem Hashem, but you say Kadoi, Ladoi, and
So Elena should know that.
Badoi.
Elena should know that. Elena.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't know
Yes, that's
that.
the rule. Moshe Moitzi Kolev Machnis. And Vav L'chara also comes under Kolev. It's a Va, that's what we've got over here. Vadoi. That's how you pronounce it.
Ah,
Okay?
sure. Wow.
Okay, so we'll carry on, please. Vadoi. Vashem.
Vahashem
Holech.
holech lifnehem yomam ba'amud anav
Anan.
anan
Lam Chos.
lan chosam haderech v'layla ba'amud eish lahayir lahem laleches yomam v'layla.
Let's translate.
All right, Hashem went before them.
Okay, was going. Actually, Holech is actually a present tense verb, but in this it means was going.
Okay.
Hashem was going before them, Yomam
By day in a pillar of cloud to have them led along the way.
Okay, very well translated. Have them led along the way. Who's this, Mr. Artskov?
Yeah,
Artskov, yes. Okay,
that's the first time you've said they did a good translation.
okay. Let me see how I translated myself. Do I have it over here?
Okay,
1 second.
all right.
I don't have Chof Aleph here. Okay, I've got a sample along. Okay.
Okay, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light so they could travel day and night.
By day and by night. No, for them to be able to, for them to travel, Yom Balai, by day and by night. Okay, let's see Rashi.
Okay, Lan Chosam Haderech, to have led them along the way.
Now, what
Nakul,
you said,
to have led them.
see, it's interesting. You notice.
Well, actually, it says to have them led along the way.
Right. That means a difference.
I read it backwards.
Okay, fine, good. I'm just wondering, I was just thought that there was a contradiction between the way it's translated in the text and the way it's translated in the Rashi. Okay, anyway, so what? Okay.
To have led.
To have them led.
To have them led along the way.
Now, so this is Rashi's going to point out this the meaning. Is that Lam Choisam, Nokud Patach, right? Carry on, please.
Nakud Patach.
Right? It is,
Okay, so it says the lamed of the lachosam is vowelized with a patach,
punctuated with a Patach.
which indicates that the word is in the causative hefil binyan.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Shehu Kamoi,
Lahan chosam, as if it were
written.
lahan chosam.
Right. So you got this, means the word Lahan Choisam means to have them led. Okay? Lahan Choisam. So instead of saying Lahan Choisam, it says Lan Choisam. You put the Lamed and the Hey together and combine them together. Okay? Because since a Hey is a very weak syllable, right? Weak sound. Okay? You found this before with Aleph as well. Right? So sometimes for ease of expression, so instead of saying Lahan Choisam, we would say Lan Choisam. And Rashi gives another example. Kamoi,
La roschem baderech asher talchu va. It is like the Hefil word la roschem, and quote, to show you the road that you should travel.
way on which you should travel. Shehu Kamoi, which is also the word La Roischem, is really the same as Kamoi La Haroischem, as if it had said La Haroischem. Okay?
Afkan lahan chosam al yedei shaliach.
Okay, so Rashi's pointing out that there's a word in Hebrew to lead. That is not in the Hebrew form, right? It means, as we had in the first passage, Nachom Elokim, lo Nachom Elokim. Okay? Kodesh Baruch Hu did not lead them. So that form, to lead, is not in a Hebrew form. It's in a regular active cow form. Okay? Nachom. So here it should say, Linchoisom. If that would be like Lishmor, or it means Linchois is to lead, and Linchoisom, he would say, if it meant in him to regularly to lead them. And it says Lanchoisom, which Rashi proved means, as if it's written Lahan Choisom, means to cause them to be led. To cause them to lead, to have them led. Okay, that's what he translated. Okay, so what does that mean? To have them led al yedei shliach, by an intermediary, by an emissary. Okay, who is that? Umihu shliach. Who is the emissary?
Amud Hanan, the pillar of cloud. V'hakadosh Baruch Hu.
Now, so Rashi's making another point. What is HaKadosh Baruch Hu doing exactly? If he's sending a shliach, and it's really the shliach who's leading them, so why is he expressing that he caused the shliach to do it? If he sent the shliach, normally you wouldn't describe, let's say, I send a messenger to deliver a package. I don't say I'm causing the messenger to deliver it. I sent a messenger, and the messenger is doing the job. So what does it mean over here? The Kodesh Baruch Hu is causing. So Rashi adds over here, this is what Rashi adds. V'HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'chvoidoi moilichoi lifneihem. Means HaKadosh Baruch Hu was leading, HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself, in his honor, right, in his glory, was leading the pillar of cloud in front of them. Okay, but no, that's what Rashi is going to go on to explain. As far as the people were concerned, they saw the pillar of cloud leading them. So it looked as if the pillar of cloud was leading them. But really, HaKadosh Baruch Hu was leading the pillar of cloud to lead them. So he was having them led by the pillar of cloud. Okay? That's what basically Rashi is saying. Okay? That's what he says. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, read further. HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'chvoidoi. Carry on, Matt. Yeah, you with me?
Molicho lifneihem. For the Holy One, blessed is He, in His glory, would cause it to go before the Israelites. Umikal makom es amud he'anan heichin lahan chosam al yado. Still, despite His presence, He prepared the pillar of cloud, which would lead them. Shaharei al yedei amud he'enan hein holchin, for it was by means of it that they would proceed.
The pillar of cloud, that's what they saw. That's how what in Metzias, in actual fact, that's what they saw that was actually leading them.
That's what they were actually following. They saw it, so they were following it.
Right. But it was really HaKadosh Baruch Hu leading the pillar of cloud.
Amud he'enan eino la'orah. The pillar of cloud was not for light, elah lahorasam haderech, but rather to guide them along the route.
The way, yeah. Okay, now the reason why Rashi mentions that is because as opposed to the pillar of fire had a double purpose. Whereas the pillar of cloud had one purpose, i.e. to lead them on the way, to show them the way. Okay? Okay? This was the first prototype ways that they had, right? GPS. Okay?
But we don't.
Okay. Next, Yoni. Pasuk Chav Beis.
Okay, so לא ימיש עמוד הענן יומם ועמוד האש לילה לפני lo yamish. HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Correct, very well translated. HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not remove
It's a mod anan.
by day, that the pillar of cloud by day.
Oh, so okay, yeah. So he didn't remove the pillar of cloud by day, and amud by night. He didn't remove it during the night either.
The pillar of fire. He didn't remove the pillar of fire at night.
Pillar of fire.
At night. Lifnei ha'om, before the people, which means he neither removed the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire at night, lifnei ha'om, from being before the people. As Rashi is going to explain over here.
What does Chof Ish saying that Chof Alf didn't say?
Oh, this is exactly what Rashi is going to explain. There was not an abrupt change between the pillar of cloud and the pillar of fire, meaning there was a gradual changeover, meaning that the entire day there was a pillar of cloud, and the entire night there was a pillar of fire, and there was a little bit of overlap between them. So therefore, there was never a moment that had nobody leading them, right? Before the pillar of cloud had left leading them, already the pillar of fire had come to take over from. So it was like a little bit of overlap. That's what this passage is telling you. By the way, actually, it's an interesting point, because the mice, we see that in the davening. It's an amazing thing. Actually, I experienced this, and my wife mentioned this. I think we had, on Shabbos, I don't use the regular electricity, so I'm attached to this. In our area over here, there's a generator, which provides electricity for, basically electricity for everybody. I mean, obviously you have to be connected to it. Anyway, so boom, this week, during Kiddush on Friday night, boom. I know it was overload, there was some fault or something like that. The generator went out. Baruch Hashem, our house was well enough insulated that the heat which was on stayed most of the Shabbos and wasn't too cold outside. So Baruch Hashem. I go upon him, but when we were sitting Studish Shlishis in the dark, and then when it came before I went to Mariv, I said whatever, Baruch Hamavdil, and I turned on the light. So like all of a sudden we were really deep like this, and all of a sudden, whoop, all of a sudden you see bright light. So my wife pointed out, it's amazing when one of the chasodim of HaKadosh Baruch Hu was saying davening, Goyel el or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or. What does it mean? HaKadosh Baruch Hu rolls the light before darkness, right? And the darkness before light. Meaning that in the interim, the transfer between night and day doesn't happen suddenly. All of a sudden it's dark, pitch dark, and all of a sudden bright light, right? HaKadosh Baruch Hu rolls it one into the other. Right? There's a gradual change between night and day day and night. Okay, let's see the Rashi. Lo yomish.
Lo yamish. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is amud
ha'anan yomam v'amud ha'esh
ish b'layla.
Now, what Rashi is adding, by the word HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rashi is telling us that the word lo yomish is not a passive form, but it's an active form. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not remove the pillar of fire by day. You could have, if you read the pasuk, you could have maybe misunderstood, or understood wrongly. It means Lo yomish amud ha'anan yomim. The pillar of cloud did not disappear, right, by day, and nor did the pillar of fire by night. Meaning it would be a passive form. It did not. It was not removed. Right? The pillar of fire, you could have translated, the pillar of cloud was not removed by day, nor was the pillar of fire at night. And that would be a passive form. So Rashi is saying, no, that's not the word lo, then it would say lo yomush, which is the passive form. Lo yomish means HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not remove. He did not remove the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night. Okay, so that's what Rashi is adding by that one word. Lo yomish HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not remove the pillar of fire by the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night. Magid, carrying on Rashi.
Magid she'amud. She'amud. I have here amud anan.
Right.
Mashlim.
Amud ha'esh. Amud ha'esh.
It's telling us that the pillar of cloud
Right?
Mashlim is completing the,
Right, well, yeah. Completed the job of the
fire.
Of the pillar of fire. And similarly, Ba'amud Ha'esh,
And the Ha'esh also completed the pillar of cloud.
right, completed the job of the pillar. Right? Why?
Wasn't
As
it-
Rashi goes on to explain,
Okay.
Sha'ad shelo yishka zeh,
שעד שלא
yishka
זה,
zeh, oile
זה,
zeh.
עולה זה.
Right. Before the one had set, the other one had already come up.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying before, they overlapped.
Oh, they overlap, right, because
Right.
before one set, one come up.
Right. Okay?
Yeah.
Pasuk, Parak Yudale, Pasuk Aleph, Yechiel, please.
וידבר השם אל משה לאמור.
No Rashi on that. Next pasuk.
דבר אל בני ישראל ישובו יחנו לפני פי החירות בין מגדול ובין הים לפני בעל צפון נכחו
Nichacho,
תחנו על
Sachanu,
הים.
Alayah. Let's translate. Daber, Bnei Yisrael. Speak to the Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel, v'yashuvu, that they should go back. Okay? V'yachanu, and they should encamp lifnei pi hachiros, before pi hachiros. We're going to see what that means. Okay? Bein Migdol, between Migdol, ubein hayam, and the sea. Lifnei Baal Tzafon, before Baal Tzafon, nichacho sachanu hayam. They should encamp facing opposite the sea. Okay? Let's see Rashi.
וישובו אחריהם לצד מצרים היו מקריבים כל יום שלישי.
V'yashuvu. Actually, not v'yashuvu. V'yashuvu, right?
וישובו.
I know, but that's what it's a misprint. Okay? Because the pasuk says v'yashuvu, because this was not Moshe. Okay? La'achoreya. They should go backwards. They should backtrack.
לצד מצרים היו מקריבים
No, Nitzad Mitzrayim. Yeah. Holy Makrivim, Kol,
יום השלישי
right?
כדי להטעות
Et Paro.
את פרעה.
Means they first traveled 2 days, and then on the third day, first traveled 2 days. That's what we said. First day they traveled from Ramses to Sukkos, and the second day they traveled from Sukkos to Esom at the edge of the desert. Okay? Now they were at the desert. Now, Akash Baruch Hu told them they should backtrack on the third day. They should go back to Bifnei Pi Hachiros. They should camp before Pi Hachiros, which is going back towards Mitzrayim. Why? Kol Yom HaShlishi, לצד מצרים או מקרבים כל יום השלישי, כדי להטוס את פרעה, in order to mislead Paro. שיאמר, he's going to say,
טועים בדרך,
הם
כמו
בדרך.
שנאמר, ואמר פרעה לבני
Bnei
ישראל.
Yisrael. Then we're going to see that in the Pasuk Gimel. That Paro will say about the Bnei Yisrael, Nevuchim Hem Ba'aretz, they are stranded, they're lost in the desert. So therefore, that Paro should say, in order to mislead Paro, that he should say, Toim Hem Ba'aretz, they are lost, they're meandering on the way.
ויחנו לפני פי החירות.
Ve'yachanu, that's good, not Ve'yachanu. Ve'yachanu, לפני Pi Hachiros. Where's Pi Hachiros? What is that? So Rashi says,
ופיתם.
Hu Pison, right.
עכשיו
ועכשיו,
נקרא פי החירות. על
now it's
שם
called Pi Hachiros, על שם,
שנעשו שם בני חורים, והם
because they now became free people.
שלהם גבוהים וזקופים.
Now what is Chiros, right? Pi Hachiros. Them Shnei Sloim Gavoim, they're 2 high rocks, skufim, means erect, like precipitous rocks, very high precipitous rocks. V'hagai shebeneim, and the valley in between them, Koru Pi Hatzloim, that's called the mouth of the rocks. So this was the place, that the place called Pi Hachiros was like a town or a place, I don't know, town, city, whatever. But that was the place, name of the place was called Pi Hachiros because it was at the mouth, just like a person has a mouth, right? Is an opening between 2 lips. So too, the mouth, this was the mouth and the open was an opening between two precipitous rocks. Okay.
לפני בעל הצפון, הוא נשאר מכל
Hey, Mitzrayim. He was left from all the idols of Egypt. Kidei lahat oisan. In order to mislead them, sheyomru
כאשר ליראתם.
alai, meaning there, Kavyochel HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, listen, I've managed to get rid of all the other idols, but this one's, he's too much for me, he's too strong for me. That the Egyptians that's the way they should interpret it.
ועליו פירש
Eov.
איוב.
He says, Maskil HaGoyim Vayabdeim. Yes, it's Mashki, it's with a shin, I'm not sure. What do you have there, Matt?
I just lost where we were.
End of positive base. Either one of you.
לגביהם המדבר. The tangled the land.
No, you jumped.
Oh,
The Rashi,
דיברו התחת,
Mei
תהגו,
Baal Tzafon.
והצפות נכו, תחנו על הים.
Right, now I'm going in the Rashi. Rashi did not ask if Mei Baal Tzafon.
So,
And it says, Va'alav Perish Eov. The last words of the Rashi on Pasuk base.
The mouth of the rocks.
Yes.
He led the nations astray and he destroys them.
Yes. So what's the word there in Hebrew?
Vayabdeim.
Yeah, the words, two words before that.
Masgi
Maski Lagoyim.
lagoyim.
Right. He leads the nations astray, Vayabdim, and he thereby destroys them. So that's the same thing over here. The Kosh Baruch Hu misled the Goyim to think, oh, their idol has a level of power, but it was merely to mislead them. Okay? Pasuk Gimel, Mordechai. Omar Paro.
Omar Paro Lefnei Yisrael
Nevuchim.
Vuchim Hein Ba'aretz Suga Alehem Hamidbar.
And Paro will say, Omar Paro will say to Bnei Yisrael, about the Bnei Yisrael, Nevuchim Hein Ba'aretz. So Rashi going to explain over here, they're stranded in the land, Soga Alehem Hamidbar. The desert has closed them in. Okay? Let's see Rashi. Omar Paro.
Omar Paro
Yishma
Yishma
Shehein
Im
Shavim.
Shavim La'achareihem.
When he hears that they're backtracking, they're traveling back, right, going backwards, he will say, Livnei Yisrael, what's to the Bnei Yisrael? He won't say to them. Al Bnei Yisrael, about the Bnei Yisrael. So Rashi says sometimes, even though the word is a lamed prefix after the word to say, means to say to somebody, right? But here in certain cases, it doesn't mean to say, but it means to say about, not to say to. So the same thing, Al Bnei, about the Bnei Yisrael. Lachem, similarly got, Hashem yilochem lochem. Hashem will battle, do war, will go out to war, lochem. Not to you, which means battle against you, but it means aleichem, on your behalf, for you. Okay? Imri li ochihu, say about me, he is my brother. Imri olai, say about me. Don't say to me that he is my brother, they say about. So sometimes the word, the lamed preposition can mean olai, about, not to. Okay? Next Rashi. Nevuchim heim ba'aretz. Right, nevuchim heim. Rashi, what's the word nevuch? Nevuchim. Kluim means imprisoned, stranded. Mshukoil. So kluim means, how do I translate that? Not imprisoned, it's not the right word.
entangled, closed.
Stuck.
Locked up and
You're
embedded.
locked up. Mshukoil means like stuck. They're stuck in the wilderness. Ubelaz Sirir. Okay, kamoi, you have to find the word be'emek habocha. Okay, in the valley of, so it doesn't mean of weeping, that means in the
Dejection.
in the valley of, how's the best wording? In the valley where they're stranded.
Confinement.
Right? Confinement, in the valley of confinement, good word, okay? Mibchi Naharos, right? The rivers where, like,
Depths of the rivers.
how should we say? Mibchi Naharos means the entanglement of the rivers. Nivchayam, the entanglement of the sea, which means the because of the waves of the water, the wave and the current confines a person, right? Entangles a person to make they can't get out of the river or can't get out of the sea. Okay, so Rashi goes on. Nevuchim heim means kluim heim b'midbar. They are they're stranded in the desert. She'einam yodim lotzes mimenu. They don't know how to get out of it, or lahechol yechol, and to where to go. If a person got lost in the desert, they think that's when sogar aleim hamidbar. The desert has closed them in, meaning they don't know how to get out. Okay.
V'chizakti, and I will harden it, lev paro, Pharaoh's heart. V'radaf achareihem, and he shall pursue after them. V'ikavada b'Pharaoh, and I will get honor through Pharaoh.
I will be honored, right?
Through Pharaoh.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, it's not be honored. It means they would say, I don't know where they're coming from to say get honored. It will be honored. It sounds like Pharaoh will give me honor, but that doesn't mean that. I will be. It means Akash Baruch Hu will honor will come to Akash Baruch Hu through Pharaoh.
Right.
That I'll be honored. I will be honored through Pharaoh.
Through
Kol Chelo, and through all his
armies.
right.
And the Egyptians shall know, Ki ani Adonai, that I am the Lord. They are suchen, and they did so.
Meaning, the Jewish people listened to HaKadosh Baruch Hu through Moshe, and they backtracked, which was like pretty amazing. You know, they waited 210 years to get out of this place, and they finally got out. Right, and they're going into the desert, and they're going, oh, wait a second, let's backtrack.
Yeah. This is not making Paro on Hashem. This is making Paro laugh at Hashem.
No, but that's the whole point. That's what Rashi is going to explain. That when HaKadosh Baruch Hu punishes the Rishonim and shows that HaKadosh Baruch Hu's boss, that brings HaKadosh Baruch Hu honor. That's what Rashi is going to say over here now.
Right. V'ikavada v'Pharaoh, and I will get honor through Pharaoh. Right. Kesha HaKadosh Baruch Hu mitnakem. For the Holy One, blessed be He, avenges Himself of the wicked, Rashaim, Shemo mitgadel. His name is honoured, exalted and honoured, umitkabed, and gives Him honour.
Hashem His name is made great and is honoured.
Yeah, V'chein hu amar omer, and similarly Scripture says, V'inish patiti ito.
This is talking about the war of Gog and Magog, the end of days.
Right.
And I will do judgments with him. And
afterwards, Higalti, and I will magnify myself, Hikadashti, and sanctify myself.
Right.
And I will make myself known, etc. Va Omer.
So one second, okay, so everything. So this is the first thing. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu does judgment with the Goyim, he says, Viskadilti, I will become made great, Viskadishti, and I will be sanctified. Nodati, and my name will be known among the nations.
And Scripture states, Shama, Shiva, Rishpei, they broke the fiery shafts of the bow. V'akach Noda, Yehuda Elohim, and afterwards in Judah is
God will be made known, will be made famous in Yehuda.
Yeah, well, and scriptural states.
Now another example of this is Moida Hashem Mishpat Osa.
The Lord has made Himself known, He has executed judgment.
When Mishpat Osa, when He carries out judgment. By the way, this pasuk, Mishpatati Itoi, V'achaka Viskadilti Viskadishti. What does that remind you of?
Is it, yeah?
Viskadilti Viskadishti.
Kaddish.
Kaddish, correct. Yeah. That's Chazal saying. When you say Yiskadel Viskadesh Shmei Rabbo. May the name of Hashem be made great and sanctified. When will that be?
When Mashiach.
When Mashiach comes. When Kosh Baruch is going to carry out his vengeance against the Goyim and going to wipe them out. That's what we're praying for.
V'Pharaoh b'kol Helo, though Pharaoh and through all his army, who hit heel ba'avera, because he began to sin.
He began the sin against the trying to enslave the
and with him the evil began.
And from him will begin the punishment. The Puronis is a punishment.
They did so, like each Shemchan, did declare their praise. That they listened to the voice of Moshe. But Amru did not say, how shall we approach our pursuers?
How can it be that we can draw near to our pursuers? We must
flee.
We must be fleeing.
But they said, we only have to fulfill the words of the son of Amram. That's Moshe. Why do you say that?
All we know is what Moshe Rabbeinu is going to tell us. We're going to listen to Moshe Rabbeinu whatever he tells us, even though it may seem to go against logic. That we will go into that to our pursuits. We'll stop here.